should be live. We should be streaming once again. I tried streaming earlier to all three platforms that I'm on here, LinkedIn, YouTube, X, and it only went to X, and apparently I had an output scaling issue. I was trying to send 4K instead of 1080p. Yeah, the other platforms weren't happy about that. So hopefully now I am broadcasting onto all platforms aside from X, because there's already a recording out there. So today we're going to be talking a little bit about the topic of Microsoft Ignite, because it's Microsoft Ignite week. Hurrah! In celebration of that, I have donned one of my Microsoft Ignite t-shirts of old. This was probably from, 2 events before the pandemic hit. And so, yeah, got that on today. Yesterday, I put a post out there celebrating Ignite Week by wearing all kinds of swag, and it actually had a pretty good amount of traction on there. I think people are excited, not just for Microsoft Ignite, the opportunity to network, to share information, to just reconnect with people at an event that is familiar, beloved in the community, etc., etc. And so today, I donned the swag once again. Well, at least part of it. I've got the Microsoft Teams Ignite, Microsoft Teams jacket. I've got the Microsoft Ignite t-shirt, and I was going to put on the Microsoft Teams Converse shoes, which were a MVP gift at an Ignite of years past from Lori Pottmeyer of Microsoft and the Microsoft Teams team. But then I realized wearing shoes would be very awkward and difficult to try to get my foot up into the view of the camera, and I wasn't going to do that. So instead of wearing the shoes, they're here for emotional support during the launch of Ignite today. So with that, let's go ahead. Let's jump over to sharing our screen and talking about Ignite very quickly. For those of you that aren't familiar with what your options are, go to ignite.microsoft.com, starting point. As you can see, the event starts today in person in Seattle, but for online participants, all the action is tomorrow and the day after. So you got a 4-day event happening in Seattle, 2 days of online content. Now, what are the differences in those content? First of all, if you're not yet registered, go register. Register for the event. Yeah, you might not be able to go in person, but if you click on register, you can go and participate for free in the digital online experience. With that, you get all kinds of stuff, including keynotes, breakout sessions, discussions, digital swag, a digital backpack. I don't know exactly what that means. You'll have to register to find out. If you're in person, good for you, all right? It's sold out. The rest of us cannot do that at this point. I see a lot of people that are excitedly getting on planes. They're already at it in Seattle, getting ready to participate. Enjoy. Have a blast. Please share your experiences online for those of us that are living vicariously through you from afar throughout the globe. But anyway, 2 different ways to participate. Get registered for the online experience. We'll close that window out. Once you are registered, head over to the sessions and take a look at the session catalog. Now, of course, there are many different products that Microsoft manages, and there's content that is specific to all those products. So go in here, find what matters to you, find what you care about. There is a lot of content, and a ton of it is both online and in person. So build your schedule out. Stuff like this is right up my alley in the Teams world. Get ready for the future of work with Microsoft Teams. You've got Nicole. Nicole is going to be running this session, and she's got a supporting cast in there of familiar faces. So a lot of good sessions. Build out your schedule. This is where you get started with Microsoft Ignite. However, Microsoft Ignite is not just Microsoft's not the only one releasing news or making announcements during Microsoft Ignite. In addition to that, partners in this space are making several different announcements, and I'm going to highlight a piece of PR that went out today on Business Wire from a partner of Jabra's, Lenovo. Lenovo is, as the headline states, Lenovo collaborates with Jabra to introduce the new ThinkSmart Bar 180 solution and announces Windows Autopilot support for the ThinkSmart portfolio, which now includes the ThinkSmart Bar 180. This is extremely exciting for a number of reasons. As you read down on the text, you'll see that this is actually a co-branded device that is launched in partnership with Jabra. We can see that on the device itself. We see the Think Smart logo up front on the fabric of the speakers, but as we take a closer look at the cameras, we also see that Jabra logo in there. So indeed, co-branded is in place. And with that comes the same capabilities that you might expect on the ThinkSmart Bar 180. You've got intelligent zoom, virtual director, dynamic composition, and as you read further down, you've got the 180-degree field of view, the onboard content camera that gives you that physical whiteboard as a digital representation. That's still there. You've got the brand new intelligent speaker capabilities for identifying people by their voices, up to 10 participants in a room. All that goodness is spelled out in this press release, in addition to the benefits of managing all of your ThinkSmart devices through ThinkSmart Manager, including the ThinkSmart Bar 180. So if you are a shop that has deployed Lenovo devices throughout your organization and you want to extend that into the meeting room space, and you want all the components of your meeting room to be included in that management umbrella of ThinkSmart Manager, here you go. This is what the essence of this announcement is about here. So you get that kind of continuity through Lenovo. So exciting partnership. I am excited to see this announcement out there. Excited to help share the news with it. Look forward to supporting in whatever way I can over on the Jabra side. But take a look at the press release for yourself to get all the details. With that, how else can you keep up to speed with what is going on in the Microsoft Ignite and announcements world, right? So I'm going to call out a friend and colleague over here, Mr. Neil Flooster. Colleague in terms of this is, Neil is from Crestron, another partner of Jabra's, and Neil and I are working on setting up a live for a little later in the week so that someone who is actually at Ignite, yes, I'm jealous, Neil, good for you, someone that's actually at Ignite, and then someone who is not can give their different perspectives as they consume the announcements and information from different areas, different conversations being had. Neil will bring us the experiences and things he's seeing, the feel of the event on the ground, as well as talk through some of what we've heard from, and I'll give my 2 cents, my unique, sometimes sarcastic experience. If you've ever watched Neil's content, you know he is a lot of fun, great guy. If you haven't, you need to start subscribe to this guy. Go to his channel, go to his page on LinkedIn, and get plugged in. Stay tuned. Later in the week, LinkedIn Live, Neil and I will be sharing our different perspectives on the Microsoft Ignite event. Now, if you're looking for somewhere else to kind of get information as it trickles out, I want to point you over to Mr. Tom Arbuthnot's LinkedIn page. He runs empowering.cloud. He is a longtime Microsoft MVP in this Microsoft Unified Communications space. And Tom does one of the best jobs, in my opinion, of clearly and succinctly capturing all the announcements from events like this in a way that is easy to digest and consume. You don't have to commit half your week to the event and really try to wrap your mind around everything that was just said. You can usually go and find a really nice summary, a really, again, clear but concise overview of what just happened from Tom. So go to his page, subscribe to him, follow him. You will get lots of information there about what's going on. Now, with my overview of how to get plugged into Ignite, how to register, where to get more information throughout the weeks, announcements that have already happened, one really important thing that I want to draw your attention to right now, not exactly related to Ignite, but over on X, formerly Twitter, I had axed my account a while back, brought it back to life. Used to have a pretty good amount of followers on it, get some interaction on my posts. Since I've come back, it's not as many followers, and don't get me wrong, this is not an attempt to get people to go and follow me on X. But the point is, I put a very important post to me out yesterday that's gotten almost no traction because I just don't have that many followers on there right now. So I need y'all to head over there and weigh in on this super important topic. Let me take you over there and tell you what I'm talking about. My wife, who you can see if you haven't ascertained by the name in this tagging here, had the audacity to say that E.T., the beloved 1980s alien, was not and is not a cute creature. As a matter of fact, she took it even further to say he's an ugly creature. Look at this picture. Look at the image here. How can you not say that this is a cute, adorable alien? Who didn't like have their heart melt when E.T. would go, ouch? He is awesome. He is very cute. And I think maybe part of it came about by me comparing E.T. to our smaller dog and saying that E.T. was cuter. She's very cute and adorable as a dog, but also annoying at times. And I just happened to make a comparison to say E.T. was cuter, and she went as far to say that he was ugly. So please jump in. Please weigh in on this thread. Help us get to the bottom of this. Help us solve this. Validate the claim that I am making that E.T. is indeed a very cute, very lovable alien from that beloved 1980s movie. With that, I thank you for staying with me, listening to my take on what's going on with Ignite and all my guidance on where you can get your information. Thanks for staying with me through the ET part as well. I really appreciate all the support you're going to give there. And I hope that as we wade into the events of Microsoft Ignite this week, that it's an exciting time and you're getting all the information you need from all different places. Throw predictions, thoughts, comments about Copilot, about Teams, about all that stuff onto this live, onto the event. Share your thoughts. Let's start a conversation that progresses throughout the week. And I hope that we're going to see you back here for the next live, which should be myself and Neil breaking down the event at that point in time. Thanks for tuning in. Let's transition over to the awkward stopping of the stream in which I can never tell where it's getting cut off when I say stop stream.